Morning Discord, morning YouTube. Let's get into it. All right. Everything's going all right. Give me a second. Let me get little slow start this morning. Give me a moment. Okay, so in the pre-market we had a little bit of a sell-off, continuation from yesterday. This purple right here I have not validated. I have not validated the purple. This is just me putting on a guess. So we're gonna see. All right, we're gonna let these early candles play out. It looks like we're in this magenta. So we're in this magenta until we're not. Take a look at the higher time frame. We got some room for the down on the 5-minute. We're below the water, starting our bear cycle. We're below the water, starting a bear cycle on the 30-minute as well, and on the 1-minute. Yeah, so premiums are a little elevated today. So usually when premiums are elevated, that usually means we get some volatility. Volatility usually means downside. All right. So we see we're in this lick box right now. Let's see if we break, retest, and reject this lick box right here. Okay, so let's let this cycle play out. We're gonna look for calls above this. We're gonna go puts here. Okay, let's let it play out. I'll be right back. Give me a moment. I just gotta go set up. So we're gonna let these early candles play out. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. Just give me a second. I'll be right back. I gotta set up for this morning. I'm a little bit behind. We're just gonna let the early candles play out. We're gonna get some direction. So as of right now, we want to see if they're liquidity grab from this liquidity box up here. We want to see if they're gonna grab liquidity to push it back down, or if we're gonna make 62.99 or basically 63. If we're gonna make this support. So we want to see if this is gonna be support to continue like this. Again, we want to see if they're gonna push price up to this point here, up to this liquidity box in here. We want to see if they're gonna grab liquidity, because we know there's a lot of orders up here. We want to see if they're gonna grab liquidity before they push the price down. So this level right here is either gonna form support, or it's gonna be a liquidity grab for the push down. So now we're just gonna wait to see which one, right? We're gonna wait for a cycle or two to go by. We're gonna verify our algos. We're gonna make this nice and easy today. So let's just be patient. Let's see where the liquidity lies, and then we'll come up with a game plan. So we want to see if there's going to be a big move up, 2 red candles, and then some more green behind it. All right, I'm just going to clean up the chart just a little bit just so we can see what's going on. Okay, so if we get back into this lick box down here, we want to look for a break, retest, and reject. So far this is what we got. We want 62.99 to form some type of support before we go long, or before we start looking for calls. And we want to get below this this red 60.49 before we start looking for puts. So you see the range here? We're going to see if we can make some money in between this range. Okay, now remember, there was one of two things we wanted to look for. We wanted to see if we're going to break up into this liquidity box, form support at 62.99. We wanted to see if we're going to form support here for continuation. Or the other option was to wait to see if this is going to be a liquidity grab before the push down, and then we're going to look for the break, retest, and reject. So that's the game plan. We're going to see which one plays out. One of them is going to happen. One of them is going to happen. We just need to see which one plays out. Now let's be patient. So on a larger scale, let's give an example. Let's say we have this level right here. Let's say this is our arbitrary level, right? Our random level. What we're looking to see is, and let's say this is our liquidity, right? This level is our liquidity. We want to see if we're breaking, retesting, and rejecting this price, right? This is what we want to see. So we need to look on a larger time scale. Do we see that happening here? Do we see a break, a retest, and a reject? You see it? So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for this pattern. So the reason why I wanted to wait to form this as support is because I wanted to see if this is going to be a stop hunt. So we wait for a break and retest to protect against stop hunts. Now you're not going to get it every time. You're not going to get them every time, but that's one way to protect against a stop hunt. Okay, they're building up the liquidity for the move. Whichever way the move is, they're building it up right now. All right, let's test this magenta right now. I was late on that magenta, so I'm not going to count it. I was late on this. And it was still just a test anyway, so don't feel any FOMO off that. That was my fault. I was late on that. Okay, so right, the option number 2 happened, right? We wanted to see if we're gonna break 62.99. We wanted to see if we're gonna break, retest, and reject to form support here, right? That's what we were testing. So that never happened. And then what we wanted to see was, the other option was to see if we're gonna grab liquidity from this liquidity box right here to push it down. So far that this other one's playing out. Now, to confirm our move, we need to see a break, a retest, and a reject of this liquidity box right here. Of this one right here, in here. All right, stress-free, just be patient, because look, if none of that happens, then guess what? That just means you're stuck in here. So one of those things must happen. And if not, then you're fine, because you're just stuck in the range. Protect your trade under red. Protect this red trade. You can't lose from here. It's all money now. Protect your trade. All right, let's see if this is a retest. Easy money. Protect your trade. This is why we're here, right? Look, the break, the retest on the green, and the rejection. I even said, is this the retest, out loud, to give you an opportunity to get literally the best entry. So if you didn't collect by now, if you didn't collect your money by now, there's nothing I can do for you. If you didn't see this entry right here, I have it highlighted red for puts, right? Red for puts. This is a win. You're welcome. See how much we can get out of it. If you're on YouTube and you're trying to trade with us, it's very difficult to trade off YouTube. It's not impossible, but it's very difficult. You got to join the Discord. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. Look at the money we printed today. Already, here was the entry for puts, highlighted in red. Look at the money. I even announced break, retest. I even announced it out loud. Is this the retest? To give the Discord some warning, right? Or to give you some confidence to tell you, hey, you don't need to get out of this trade. You don't need to leave the trade. We identified the perfect entry. This one was the entry, but I was a little bit late, maybe by, I don't know, maybe a couple seconds. But this one was definitely a winner. Now, no need to overstay. You're welcome. Collect your money and move on. Wait for the next setup. Or if you want to start refining your exit strategies, this is the time to start doing that. Either you're going to be the one that goes in heavy and takes your profit and calls it. You can call it a week on this move right here if you leverage properly. Or do you want to go light and let it run? It's up to you. You got to figure out who you are as a trader. Now look, when it comes to what type of trader you are as far as your exits, I know it may look sexy to say, okay, let me take less risk, less contracts, lower delta, and hold for a long time. I know that looks sexy, right? But if you made, let's say, 50% profit and it took you 2 hours to make that 50% profit, as opposed to you made the same amount of money in 10 minutes because you went heavy on your contracts. What I'm trying to say is there's more than one way to skin a cat. It doesn't have to be you're holding forever. It could just be you're getting your money and getting out. Look at the money we printed today. Look at this money. How long did it take? Let's say 20 minutes into the session. 20 minutes, that's all we had to wait. Look at the money we just printed today. And even still, there's still gonna be people that are skeptical, right? It's all done live and in real time. It's all done live and in real time. There's going to be still people that are skeptical. Look at the money we just printed from red. From this red line, this is our entry. See what I'm saying? You start working on your exit strategies. The entries we got. We got entries. Work on your exits. This place still making money. You need to realize you know, one or two candles going the opposite direction, it's not a bad thing. You need those candles. You need those candles because that gives you the momentum. When you're seeing this up and down, this oscillation, it's just the stock market settling out orders. Like, okay, you needed this many, you needed this many. That's all it's doing. It's just taking its time. And it's whittling down the orders little by little, until it gets balanced. All right, now don't overstay your welcome, okay? Look at this money we are printing today. It's almost too easy. It's almost too easy. Okay, I've done my job today. And look, if you're in Discord and you're still gonna sit here and trade all day after you just made all this money, you know, you got a problem. You gotta learn when to say, look, I only spent 20 minutes on the job and I made my money and I'm leaving for the day. You have, because I know you're thinking, oh man, it's only been 20 minutes and look how much money I made already. I know that's, you know, most likely your thought process, and that makes sense. However, this is science. The more you sit here and try to take trades, the more you're gonna risk. Why risk the money? Look, we did the hard work already this morning. Look at the money we're printing. Our entry was on this red line for puts. Our call entry would have been up here on green. Look at the money. Oh, come on now. Come on now, Discord. And the first thing I said was, let's watch out for a liquidity grab up here. The first thing I said, and this is literally what happened. No one's doing it better than this. It just doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. We already had our criteria. We're waiting for this to see if it's going to form support here, or if we're going to grab liquidity for the push down. Our entry is going to be on this red line for puts. Very simple. Very simple. Look at, I don't even need to say anything. I don't need to say anything. You see what's happening. Look at it. Look at it. Are you guys working on your exit strategies now? Are you working on your exit strategies? DC, well done, my friend. Well done. Let's see what DJ got. Let's see what DJ got. Oh my goodness. Look at the money we printed this morning in 20 minutes. Get out of here. Right. Oh yeah, DJ. Look at the money we printed. Oh my god. Very easy, very simple. I even announced, look for the retest right here. Here's the break, retest. There's nothing more I can do. I announced it. I announced it for everyone. And look at the entry you would have had on this retest when I called it. Look at the entry. It doesn't get any better than this. If you want safety, oh my, come on now. Discord, look at it go. Oh my goodness. Look at it go, Discord. And this is why you can't get upset on those days when you take that little quick loss. You can't be upset with it. When you get caught in chop, as long as you don't over leverage, look at the days that are in front of you. If you learn how to leverage properly, look at, I don't even know what to say. If you learn how to leverage properly, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. They say day trading's hard, only if you don't have a strategy. This is actually, you know, I don't even, hold on, I gotta focus here. Look at, I don't even know what to say. DJ said it best. Look at the money. Oh my goodness. And here's the thing. We're in this moment right now, experiencing the euphoria of doing the hard thing, having the win work out for you. But all right, don't overstay your welcome here, okay? The most important thing that you can take from this moment right here is that when it doesn't work out in your favor, you don't panic. The most important takeaway from this moment right here, I know we all got the win, cool. But, you know, take this moment with a grain of salt, because when you do take that loss and it hurts your feelings bad, you have to have the composure to not overreact and to start revenge trading, and to be okay with taking a loss for the day or not taking any trades for a day. You have to be okay with that. It's not going to only be the good times rolling in, right? It can't be like that. So look, if it's going to continue, if we want a continuation, let's see if we get a little pullback like this. Ah, darn it. I think we like magenta far down. Okay, that was a great move. That was a really great move. Good job, everybody. Good job, everybody. All right, next play. Let's set it up. I'm gonna take a little walk around. I'll be right back. Give me a second. I gotta let my nerves settle out. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what we got. Excuse me, give me one quick second. Okay, let's see what we got. All right, listen, let me make sure everyone's listening. Listen, Discord. I'm pretty sure you're aware of the emotional toll that this can take on you, right? Day trading itself is an emotional toll that it takes on a lot of people. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta focus on this. Hold on. You guys don't want to hear a goddamn sob story. You want to make money. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me quit talking real quick. Let me do some work for you guys. I mean, look at the flexion. Look at the price of the flexion that I put. Look at the exact flexion. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say anymore. It seems almost scary that I knew exactly where this flexion point was going to be. I mean, look at the price. Look, you guys see what's happening in front of you. Oh, good. DC, good job, brother. Be done. Yeah, take that money. 110%. Yeah, be done for the day. This precision on this flexion is just, I don't know. You can find that somewhere else. You tell me. you tell me where that's at. I'll buy it. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Today's been a good day. Today's been an amazing day. Let's see. There goes the lick box. These lick boxes have changed. I mean, it's changed so much for us. Well, for me personally, well, for us too, yeah. These lick boxes have changed a lot. It's just made everything so much easier. You know, when you can see the liquidity buildup, for some reason, the visual representation, when you can see the liquidity buildup, you know, it gives you some confidence to know it's going to reach, at least you can get something out of it, right? It gives you the confidence. Once you break this liquidity, you know. We just got to identify it. That's the hard part. Which, you know, it's not really that hard. It just takes a little bit of time. But I think everyone in the Discord, I think we're all starting to get it. I think you're all starting to see my vision. And it's going to take time. But slowly but surely, you're starting to see it. I'm pretty sure. And eventually, you know, because I'm doing a lot of work in the background, as far as charting and admin stuff. But I'm pretty sure that you guys are starting to even make the call outs before I get a chance to do it, right? And this is this is you growing as a trader. So what I wanted to say before is, on this move here, right? Because the psychology is very important here. On this move here, when it broke, retest, reject, and even though I gave all the warning, I don't know for a fact, but I'm just saying, let's say you were the hesitant one. Let's say you were the one that even took the trade and you stopped out somewhere in here, maybe on this green candle right here. Let's say you took this red and you got stopped out on this green candle. The reason why I always tell you to take your money and move on is because you need these lessons. You need these lessons. You have to go through the trader's journey. If you don't go through the disappointment of being stopped out on one candle repeatedly, you're never going to gain the courage and the strength to move your little greasy finger from off the sell button. If you don't allow yourself to get annoyed by one candle stopping you out, and if you don't go through that pain, you are never going to build the emotional resilience it takes to be a successful day trader. You have to go. It's like when your mom threw you in the pool, or your dad, when they threw you in the pool and you're terrified, they knew you had to go through that panic. You have to go through that panic so you can see how to navigate the troubled waters. So if you keep getting stopped out you know, you see the move and you let one candle stop you out, and then you look back and you're like, oh man, I didn't follow my exit strategy. I didn't let the legs cross. I didn't let the guardrails touch. Whatever it is, I didn't go to a key level. Eventually, you have to have that repetition of disappointment. You have to. I know it sounds horrible and maybe even crude, but there's something you have to do. We have to go through that pain, or else it's just never going to happen. You're always going to have that fear. You're always going to have the fear. You need to let go of that fear and be okay with the system. You need to be okay with taking a loss. You just have to be okay with taking a loss. Every trade's not going to be a win. And I've even announced, and especially for me, what you guys don't understand is hold on, let me focus here. There's a lot of pressure on me to perform. There's a lot of pressure to be right. And you know, you guys don't want me to be right. You want me to be right 100% of the time, and I get it. But that's not a thing, right? So we have to be okay with our strategy, and we need to get over the mental gymnastics that it takes to take a trade, lose, and then stay in the game, still keep trading. That is difficult. That's the hard part, right? It's the stock market is seeing how many times can you get beat down and have the market makers take your money before you realize, wait a minute, this is a game of patience. It's who's waiting the other person out. I'm gonna wait you out until liquidity breaks, or I'm gonna wait you out. I'm gonna make this candle go uncomfortably against you until you move your stop. That's what this game is. So identify liquidity. Once that liquidity breaks, the chances are in your favor. So you see, it doesn't necessarily have to mean a break of whatever. It all has to make sense, right? This is just the indication, the clue. So what I'm trying to say is, in this long, annoying diatribe, is it's okay if you're getting stopped out and the price continues. This is the journey. This is the journey you're taking, because we all have to go through it. So don't feel like you're not good at it, or you can never recover your loss because you keep stopping yourself out on the wins. I get it. This is normal. This is normal. You have to go through that. You simply just do. You got to get thrown in the pool, and you got to drink some of the water. And then you realize, ah, darn it, Timmy just peed in the water like 5 minutes ago and I just drank some of the water. Why? I get it. You don't want to drink the pissy water. Drink the Kool-Aid. No one wants to drink the pissy water, but what we don't realize is that pissy water over time builds resilience, builds you a strong immunity. Your immune system gets super tough. You can fight COVID and everything if you drink piss water. What? Okay. It's a good thing YouTube can't see that comment, but 3K is trying to get me taken off the airwaves. Do you see why we look at the liquidity box? Look how the liquidity box is doing work for us right now. You see it? So it's not just the break of whatever the line. We actually might have they might be starting a new algo here. We'll see. We'll see in a second. So this liquidity box has to break for any more downside. And then I'm going to turn this one green. We're going to turn this one white. in order for this to be a call, this needs to be support. All right, let's see if we get above green, breaking purple, like that. Okay, look, if it wants to go down, this is what we want to look for. Let me make sure Discord's paying attention. All right, watch. This is what we want to look for if it wants to go down. All right, so if there's going to be any down, we want to look for something like this. We want to look for this, maybe this, and then this, maybe this. For the down, we need to look for something like this, okay? Everyone got it? If it doesn't do something like this, then we're not looking for it. All right, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. For the up. Oh, I already showed you what it is for the up, right? For the up, you want to look for this. Actually, no, we want to be up. Excuse me. Let me redo this. So it looks like in between here, in between this lick box and this green might be no man's land. So it might be a 50-50 somewhere in here. So be patient. There might be a 50-50 over here. It's getting volatile now. Don't front run anything. Wait for the price to get where you want it to get. Everything's going to be exaggerated now. It's getting volatile. It's starting to barcode. So let's see if we get a strong green, 2 red, and then continuation up. Or if this is going to be a stop hunt, a liquidity grab for the push down. So we got our marching orders. We know what needs to happen. All right, Discord, in like a few minutes, whenever the thing happens, I'll tell you when it happens. But in a few minutes when I get back on, I'm gonna ask you to you're gonna have to open up your mind's eye to see what I'm gonna try to tell you. Let me let it happen, and then once it happens, I'm gonna give you a little bit of sauce. So, and if it doesn't happen, I'll just wait till it does. But anyways, just give it a second. So we just got above the water right now, so let's see if we can get above this green here and maybe get a weak bear cycle and see if we can get another continuation cycle up. So we see we're stuck between this lick box and this lick box. We're in this little weird zone right here, so let this settle out. Remember what your down looks like, right? Don't forget what your down looks like. Your down was this, this, and this. They might be starting a new algo, so give it a second. They might be starting a new algo here. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. On this one, you might want to wait for a break and retest like this. All right, from here we want to see if we build in magenta and then break blue. Now you kind of got to be careful because the lick box, right? Because it could break here and then still do this. So you got to be a little bit careful here. Your safety is going to be the break, retest, reject underneath red. So at this point, we're contending with blue and the liquidity box. So let's see if it fades the liquidity box and also blue at the same time. This is going to be sketchy here, right? You got to measure risk to reward from blue to red. I know it's going to be tough, but it is what it is. If we already made money today, you don't have to risk the trade, right? You can just take your money and leave. So just be patient. Or paper trade this, see how you would do. Paper trade this, see if we get above green or if we get below red. You don't have to take a trade if you already have money. No reason to risk the money. Do you see how the lick box prepared us for all this? The lick box prepared us for all of this wildness. On a much larger scale, what we want to do, again, same thing as this morning. We want to see if we're breaking, retesting, and rejecting. Oh man, that's a lot of noise on the screen. Hold on. We want to see if we're breaking, retesting, and rejecting this liquidity box. So break, retest, reject. Watch. We want to see if we're breaking, retesting, and rejecting. Now you see the barcoding, right? You see the liquidity building up. Do you see how I was able to recognize that we moved out of magenta and we're now in blue? See how I was able to recognize that? It takes time. You'll get there. You'll get there. But I was able to recognize they just started a new algo. I knew it was about to happen. I didn't know when. We just needed a little more confirmation. And they did, right? They moved into blue. So we might have a weak bull cycle underneath blue before it pushes us down. We got to see if that happens. Or even if we had a weak bull cycle to finish off this shoulder, that'll be nice. Right? If we started a weak bull cycle here to finish off the shoulder before we head out of blue, that'll be ideal. All right, so here's the 3 things that could happen. We break blue, the legs spread apart, and it just continues down. We have a weak bull cycle, which finishes off this shoulder, and then we break the blue for the down. Or we get a regular bull cycle, which takes us above green. And then we get a weak bear cycle above green, and then continuation. Those are the setups. Watch. One of those is going to happen. We already know how to prepare for it. One of those things I just said is going to happen. Don't have any bias. We don't need to have a bias. Let the charts tell us what's going to happen. Meaning, if this happens, then we have this probability of expectation for the next move. If this happens, then, you know, we have to accommodate. If this happens, we don't want to have a bias. We got to trade like robots. Man, this looks like a little dance right here for the down, but it's also easily could be a fake out too. But it looks like they want to dance for the down. I was just talking on mute. Yeah, they're giving us mixed signals here. They look like they want to break for the down, but it's also like oversold. Mixed signals here. A lot of liquidity here, so when it breaks, it's gonna break. It's gonna break. A lot of liquidity built up here. So maybe wedge between purple and blue. Like this right here. You gotta measure risk to reward here on the break of this blue. The reason why you want to wait for the break and retest of this lick box here is because we know all the liquidities here. We don't know who's going to win. We'll know who wins once we break, retest, and reject underneath it. So wait for this to happen if you want some safety. We know all the liquidity is built up in here, right? So we need to see which way who's going to win. We need to break one way or the other. So let's see if we get this weak bull cycle now. Yeah, we need this bull cycle to stay inside the lick box. Look at the 5-minute chart. It's still respecting blue on the 5-minute chart. It's still respecting blue on the 5-minute. Look at the 5-minute. we're right between purple and blue. Okay. We need to get this weak bull cycle. Okay. Okay, protect your trade on the break of blue, right? So look, if you entered blue here, you entered blue, you put your stop above the last high, it never got tested, this is the winner. Now how you go on from here, that's on you. You had enough time to protect your trade, to get out of the trade. We knew risk to reward was here. I specifically said risk to reward from blue to red, right? I specifically said to, if we get a weak bull cycle breaking the blue, if we get a weak bull cycle breaking blue at the same time, that should get us to red. That happened. So after this, we don't know, right? We don't know. We know the liquidity in blue was able to get us to red. That's all we do know. So now we're gonna see if we can, how much more we can get out of it, because we know all the liquidity is built up on red. So we need to break, retest, reject red. But who, hold on, I saw OG with a very good, I saw OG with the something about, yeah, the micro is still valid. Good point. Look at the money we just printed. Come on now. Listen, I told you everything that was gonna happen. I actually told you everything that was going to happen to a T. I told you we're gonna have a weak bull cycle finishing off our shoulder, which is gonna break our blue. Come on now, look at the money we print. Oh my goodness. And the OG was in there saying, hold on, it's still valid. Good job, OG. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. It takes time. This takes time. Look at that. Amazing trade. Right off blue. Look, even if you took this one, you take the break of blue. It's highlighted with a 2. You break a blue. You put your stop above the last high. Your stop should have been at 59.08, somewhere around here. You allow the market to say, okay, we broke blue. Now I need to settle the orders. This is order settling. This is the market figuring out the orders, right? We know who wins. We know who wins once we break the lick box. Break, retest, reject. Look at the money we just printed today. Look at the, come on. Oh my goodness. Look, see this red? Break, we get this green, retest, reject. Here look, break, retest, reject. The red candle, break, the retest. Come on now. If you didn't take profit from here, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. I highlighted red. I told you when it was gonna hit. I highlighted blue. There's nothing more I can do. I'm giving you the answers to the test. All right, let's see how much we can get out of this. Oh man. Today's been a great day. Today's been a great day. All right, let's look to see if this is going to be the retest and reject here. I would have liked it better to see a couple red candles, 2 green, and then some more red, but this one's gonna dig a little bit deeper. Let's see if we got the break, retest, reject. Okay, also I circled the dance for the down for everyone, so we all knew what to expect here. All right, see what we got next. We're still holding up in purple. Purple's still holding up for us. We're about to see if we're about to break purple. Wait for this purple up here. For any calls, wait for up here. Wait for the green still. Because we want to know if we're going to grab liquidity from here and push us up. So we needed a break, retest, reject of this lick box. We had a break, we didn't get the retest, reject. So that has to happen. So any longs, any calls, you gotta wait for up here, somewhere above 660. Look, we have to BRR, either red or green. Excuse me, yeah, either red or green. We have to BRR, either one. It has to be like this. We need to see the retest and reject. Okay, also the pink range on the 30-minute, that was a big winner. From 661, it went all the way down to 655. So this is the big winner. Winner off purple as well. Purple's highlighted too. This is a nice win on purple. Let's see if orange can get us something. Let's see if we start bouncing in here before it breaks up. I'm going to take this time to do some admin. I'm going to use the charts really quick. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Take a screenshot. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what we got. See what happens on the break of this orange. We want the break of orange to take us above green and then retest, reject off of green. I'm going to set my alerts. I'll be right back. I'm going to set an alert for green. And I'm going to set an alert for blue. All right, Discord, protect your trade on orange. You got to protect the trade now, right? We're coming up to the target, so you want to secure your profit. Secure something. It can't go against you now, right? It can't go against you. You're in profit. So whatever happens from here, that's on you. I can't control that. What I was able to tell you was that on the break of this orange, you're going to make money. There's the money. Now what you do with it, that's on you. Let's see how much we can get. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. My alert still hasn't gone off yet. I'll be here. I'm just going to be quiet. Look at the money we just printed. Look at the money. The entry was on orange. Buy call on orange. If you're waiting for this, just wait. Here's our entry, orange. If you take your trade on orange, you put your stop below the last low. It never got tested. It only had this one little red candle. This is the winner. This is the winner. Look at the money we just printed. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. If you're not in the Discord, it's really difficult to make money. It's going to be really difficult to look at the money we just printed. It's free. It's free for a session. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. Or you're just going to sit there on the sidelines by yourself trying to figure this out, and it's very difficult. We have a team. We have a full community helping everybody. Look at the money we just printed off a break of orange or green, whichever one you wanted. This is money. Oh man, it feels good to be a gangster. Look at us win. Look at the money we just printed. Look, orange, it's highlighted with a 2. It's almost too easy. Look at the money we just printed. Oh my goodness. Look at the money from orange. And it took me a while. Look, they just started orange, right? They just started blue and orange. It took me a minute to find it, but we found it. No big deal. Look at the money. Oh my goodness. There it is. There it is. Look at the money we just printed off of green, off of orange. Today's been a great day. Absolutely phenomenal day. What? I don't even know what to say. Look at it. Look at it run. Here's orange. Here's our entry on orange. There it is. Look at the money. All the... Here, we're going to recap some of our wins for YouTube. This morning, we had a put right here. This is a big win. At the time, this was red to signify puts. Big win here. We went in again on puts on the break of this blue right here. This is another big win. We had a call entry right here on the break of this purple. It's highlighted purple. This was a win. We had another call entry. Where is it? We had another call entry on orange. We had another call entry on green. 1, 2, 3 entries for this play. 3 entries. You see the purple highlighted? You see the orange highlighted, and you see the green signifying buy call based on the color. Easy money. And yet, there's still going to be people that won't send an email. They're going to sit here and try to trade off of YouTube, and then they're going to get upset when they get stopped out. Doesn't make sense, but it's fine. I get it. I get it. I'm just a random voice on the internet telling you what to do with your money. And I just so happen to have a superlative winning record. Superlative. Go check my stats. It's all recorded live. I have live streams and I have end-of-day clips as well. I'll start making some more end-of-day clips. No one watches it. That's why I stopped making them, but it's all done live and in real time. And if you think that this costs a whole bunch of money, it doesn't. I mean, there is some risk involved, I'm not gonna lie. But, I mean, in this Discord, we minimize our risk, we maximize our profit, and look at the money we printed today. There may have been a fake out somewhere around here underneath this red. I mean, you still had time to collect, but there may have been a fake out underneath this red right here. But if you stuck with the strategy, even on the fake out, your entry would have been on calls on purple, your entry would have been on orange, and then on green. So you would have made up whatever. It's really hard to be wrong twice in a row. This is still printing. This orange is still printing. This green is still printing money. Look at the money we just printed today. Simply phenomenal day. It doesn't get any better than this. It just can't. It can't get any better. All done way ahead of time. Everything called out way ahead of time. Even if you got caught up in this chop. Really hard to be wrong twice. Look at the money we're printing. We're just printing money. We're just printing money. All right, don't overstay your welcome now. Start tightening up those stops. Not one red candle. Not one red candle since the break of orange. Not one. This was an easy trade. All right, don't overstay your welcome. Single contracts, get ready to take that money. Multiple contracts, if you want to hold for the week bear cycle, that's on you. This is where you work on your exit strategy. Are you working on key levels? Are you working on the legs closing? You need to figure it out. All right, single contracts, the guardrail's about to be still intact, but the guardrail's about to be broken. So start tightening up your stops, single contracts. Still inside teal. All right, now let's see this, if we get a weak bear cycle here. Let's see if the weak bear cycle takes us above this next orange. Right, so let's see if we start to retest this weak bear and then push us back up if we get continuation. I'm gonna spend another few minutes on here, then I'm gonna call it for the day. I'll be right back. I'm gonna all right, I took profit here. Yeah, I took profit. It stopped me out, so I'm gonna take a walk Oh my god. It just stopped me out. Look at it. It just stopped me out for no reason. Okay. I'm gonna... That's annoying. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. I need to walk around. All right, watch out for this down here. I'm gonna take a quick break, walk around, circulate some blood. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. Yeah, I got stopped out on this candle and then it continued up. That's okay, it happens. It happens. I'm probably gonna be done for the day. I'm probably done for the day, so I'll call it here. I'm gonna go over the wins really quick for anyone on YouTube that's interested in learning how to trade with us. We had an amazing day. I'm pretty sure 100% wins, win rate for the Discord. But just a quick recap. We had a put on the initial move down here. We had another put on this break of this blue right here. We had a call on the break of this purple right here, the highlighted purple. We had another call on this orange that's highlighted. We had another call on this green that's conveniently colored green. And we're still riding that. So we had a good day today. 100% on the trades. Maybe a little choppy somewhere, but it's if you'd have stuck with the strategy, today's a green day. So also sticking to the strategy being take your wins and leave. But anyways, that's been my time, YouTube. If you're interested in learning how to trade with us, send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. That's been my time, YouTube. You have a good day. Goodbye.